I am from South Sudan, and I currently live in Phoenix, Arizona. On Friday, before I came to the program, I was very emotional and sad, but I didn't know why. And a friend of mine kept telling me about the program on Friday, and she kept reminding me about it. And it was just something that didn't want me to leave the house, because she told me to meet her at 7. But for some reason, by the time I left the house and got to the parking lot, it was like 7:20. And as the program began, everything was okay. But when it was time for people to get up and get prayed or pray with, I was hesitant because my feet felt heavy. I couldn't get up and take myself to go and ask for prayer or tell my problem, because I just felt like it was my problem to deal with. So I didn't want to open up. But as he kept preaching and talking.
Now, I've mentioned a lot of things. Please come on, let's pray. I want to pray with you. 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 He said it's a night of drama deliverance, not because we want to show up, but because God has sent us.
And as time kept going on, my feet started to feel light again. And I looked at my daughter and I told her, I'm going up there. And she said, okay, I'm coming with you. I said, no, I'm going to go up there. She said, okay, mommy, go. As I stood up, at first I felt like the whole room was looking at me. But I looked around and nobody was looking at me. It was just the feeling that I had. And as he looked up at me and called me to come for prayer, I felt heavy. I felt cold, and just in my head, it's like, why are you standing here? Go sit down. Why are you here? But I was fighting within myself, saying, no, I need to be here. I had sleepless nights, and I was fighting spiritual. I was fighting I was fighting lust. I was having problems with lust, so many problems with lust. No matter what I did, how I did it, I was always fighting it. And once he prayed for me, at first, it felt like I was there was bubbles inside of me, bubbling. I felt like I was a volcano. I felt hot, cold at the same time. My head was spinning. The room felt small. It didn't make no sense to me. And then as he began to call for the spirit to come out, my mouth was shivering from the inside. My body was shaking from the outside. And it just felt like this heat, this cold. I felt cold, like I was cold.
Right now, your power is broken, your plan is shattered, you demons quit right now, yes, right now, right now, right now, right now.
And as soon as he was done praying, and when I fell, I started shivering, and I felt like my temperature was so hot. I started shivering, and before you know it, my body just felt relieved, like somebody who just fought off a big fever that I was fighting a fever in my body.
All of you, right now. Foul spirit of lust, you in out.
And I felt light. I felt rejoiced. All I wanted to do was just praise God. And from the time I got to my car to the time I got to my house, all I kept doing was just listening to gospel music left and right. I felt like I was reborn. I felt like whatever that was holding me left. And I felt like, I don't know, this place feels new to me, I haven't been here. When I came, before I got the prayer on Friday, I felt heavy, it's I know how much I weigh, but I felt like I weighed more than what I weighed. It felt like I weighed 400 pounds when I came to church on Friday. And after I got the prayer, I felt like I was like 190, but I know I'm not 190, but that's how I felt light, like the weight had left my body. Like I can take a breath and say, oh, I feel good. And like I know that I'm going through stuff, but it's not worrying me after I got prayed on. Like the problems that I'm going through, I'm not even thinking about it. It's not worrying me. It's not holding me. I'm just grateful.
The presence of God will make you sit with His word. You'll be asking Him, Lord, I want to know you. That's why you're going to be able to pray like, oh, that I may know you, the power of your resurrection. The fellowship of your what? Your suffering. That's why you know that you have to create a look. If you are going to work and that work is going to pay you, let's just say $100 per hour, and they say you have to start at 4 a.m. You wake up at 3. Why can't you wake up at 3 to create time for His presence? And the funny thing about His presence, anywhere you are, the presence is.